Once again, hello to anyone who's watching. Let's continue this. So, so far I have completed 1, 2, 3, and 4 chapters in the introduction part of Odin project's curriculum. So, what I'm gonna start is join the Odin community. It's the last chapter in introduction part. So, let's get started. Working and collaborating with the other people is a so let me zoom it a little bit. So let's continue. Let me zoom it. Introduction. Working and collaborating with other people is an important part of working as a web developer. Therefore, we at the Odin project encourage you to participate in our online chat community, which we'll talk more about below. By joining the community, you can grow alongside other Odinites and help each other learn web development. While you are at it, you can check out our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and catch up on Instagram. Use hashtag the Odin project to share your Odin project progress, updates, thoughts, and to see what other Odin students are up to. Why a community is awesome for you. Learning web development will be a long and arduous, arduous, uh, never mind, journey, but you can make the marathon a lot more fun by getting involved in our Discord community. No matter what pace you are doing our curriculum, there will always be people a few steps ahead of you that are willing to help. Furthermore, helping others that are a few steps behind you is a great way to deepen your own understanding to make your learning stick. When you are slogging through the desert of despair, where your code doesn't work or even make sense to you anymore, you can find an oasis of knowledge and encouragement in our community. Veterans at the Odin project love to help fill in knowledge gaps and provide new insights and perspectives on how to improve your code. We have all been there before. Remember that project you struggled so hard to figure out and that you are so proud of finishing? Thought or throughout our community, you will get to share your work and progress with those who fully appreciate how much hard work went into it. Why a community is awesome for Odin. We are working hard to update existing lessons and produce new content, so we would love to hear your feedback on the lessons and projects. We hope you find the lessons fun, engaging, and informative, and find the projects challenging but achievable. So please let us know your thoughts before asking for help. As most of the projects are designed to push you to your limit, please remember that there is always a community to turn to. You don't need to know how to solve every problem straight away, but you do need to have a general idea of where you are going. This becomes really important when asking your questions because sometimes the problem is your approach and not your code. If you're feeling stuck, it's a good time to pause and take a breather. Break the problem down into pieces and then decide what is really holding you back. We call this technique rubber duck debugging. So I've already bookmarked this link, rubber duck debugging. Also, yeah, I got stuck with that example of XY problem. So I use rubber duck debugging. If you have watched my previous video, so it was a practical example of someone getting stuck there. So let's get back to the project. You should also do a Google search to find relevant information from you for your problem. Read about how to use Google to solve your programming questions. Did I open this earlier or not? Let me see. Yeah, I did. You can also look back at previous lessons for tools that you can apply to the current task. If these methods don't yield a solution for you, then it's time to reach out to the Odin community and ask for help. So first I should do rubber duck debugging, then I should Google the problem, and then if I don't find any solution, then I should reach to the community, if I'm correct, asking for help. So you have spent some time struggling to solve the problem on your own, and now it's time to fire up the Odin Discord and ask for help. First thing to keep in mind is don't ask to ask. While this is a simple idea with a pretty catchy motto, it can help you get answer to a question much faster and will make it easier to others to feel comfortable offering you help. In addition, when you ask your questions, you should help the community help you by putting together a great questions. In asking your question, please remember to include the context. What do you think the problem is? What exactly do you want to happen? What is actually happening? How did you get there? What have you tried so far? If you can't pinpoint the problem, you can share a screenshot. This is especially useful for showing the output of commands in the command line. In Discord, drag and drop your screenshot image file into the chat box to upload it, or simply use the print screen and paste keyboard shortcuts. If you don't know how to take a screenshot on your computer, this is a good time to ask Google. So as I previously mentioned, to take a screenshot, on if you are on Windows, press Control Shift and S. It will pop this, Control Shift S. Okay, so now you can take a screenshot as you like, and it will get saved on your system. And for Linux, I guess it was control plus print screen or function plus print screen, I can't remember correctly. uh, Experiment or ask Google. Screenshots are great for showing the output of commands or error messages in the command line. Screenshots are also great for showing the output from your code, such as how the output looks visually on a web page or console output in the browser. However, you should always include the corresponding files containing the error, even if it is a short amount of code. Providing it in the Discord server in the proper format along with a screenshot of the output is helpful to those debugging it rather than just a screenshot. When you do share a screenshot of the output or how it looks visually, make sure to push your project. Sorry, I am feeling little sleepy because it's late in the night and I am still trying to learn. Okay, I'll repeat the line. When you do share a screenshot of the output or how it looks visually, make sure to push your projects to GitHub or put your corresponding code in a repository so that others can comb through and debug the code. The screenshot of the output and the correlating code that can recreate the problem will help make it easier to understand the problem for people helping you. You'll learn all about GitHub very soon. Sometimes there might be no one around to help you with your issue. This is the ideal time to get familiar with the Discord search function. Search for specific keywords or error messages to see if anyone else had a similar issue before and how they solved it. Formatting your questions. Asking your questions in a readable format helps everyone debug them better. Here are some ways to go about that. If you're having trouble on the command line, make sure to include both your input and the error message you're getting. In the chat room, code can be displayed differently from normal sentences by using backticks, which can be found above the tab keys on US and UK keyboards. Backticks are not the same as single quotation marks, which are found on the left of the enter key. For single line of code, use one backtick before and after your code. For multiple lines of code, use three backticks on a separate line above and below your code. Your multiple lines of code. Okay. Backtick your multiple lines of code and then again backtick. You can also use code highlighting, add color to your multi-line code by specifying the language. Backtick JavaScript or JS your multiple lines of code, backtick. Okay, chat features. Have fun with gifs. Type slash gifs hi to say hi to everyone. Type exclamation mark help for more information of chat commands. Show your appreciation to those who help you with @username plus plus. Don't forget to visit all the available rooms. How to help others solve coding problems. Not only is it important to know how to ask an effective question, but it is also important to know how to help others effectively. Please take a moment to review this guidelines so that you will have proper expectations of the people. Oh, sorry. I sometimes just make up words that aren't even in front of me. Proper expectations of the help you will receive in our Discord community. In addition, come back and review these guidelines when you are ready to start helping others. I am feeling sleepy. First, instead of answering the question, guide them to the answer. Okay, unless the problem is a simple typo or syntax error, it is more beneficial to guide them to find their own answer. This approach will teach good debugging skills and will increase their ability to solve future problems. Start by asking probing questions such as what have you already tried? What do you expect this function to do? Or what do you think that error means? Second, help only when you are certain of the answer. If you are not 100% certain of the answer, you may end up doing more harm than good. So please let someone else answer it. Do not worry about how long someone has to wait for an answer. The right answer is worth the wait. 3. Help only when no one else is currently helping. If someone is already getting help, do not jump in the middle of the conversation. We know you mean well, but it is overwhelming for the person receiving help to follow multiple conversations. Fourth, help only when you have plenty of time. If you do not have much time to help, please let someone else answer the question. Fifth, adjust your expectations to their level. If the question does not reveal where they are in the curriculum, ask them so that you can adjust your expectation to the knowledge level. 6. Ask for clarifications. If the question seems confusing or ambiguous, I don't know how to spell it. Ask for more clarity or politely link them to our bot command. exclamation mark question, which links to the how to be good at asking coding questions. 7. Ask for live code. If the question needs to have live code to fully understand or debug, ask them to use Replit to provide it. If the problem is difficult to isolate, they should recreate the problem with isolated code. Do not answer Googleable questions. Learning how to research these questions is very important skill for developer. So we need to empower them to find their own answers. When we answer these questions, it hinders their personal growth and makes them codependent on our community. Yeah, that's what they all warned about uh, AI and ChatGPT. It will make you dependable and it will stop your growth. Instead of answering these questions, politely ask them to Google their questions or use our board command exclamation mark Google with these search terms. 9. Do not answer questions covered in our curriculum. If you know that the answer is provided in our curriculum, ask them where they are at in the curriculum. If they have not reached the portion of the curriculum, let them know they will learn it in the future. If they have already been taught the part throughout the part throughout that portion of the curriculum, politely direct them to review that lesson. 10. Answer the question before pointing out other problems. When you're helping someone, it can be easy to spot other problems in their code. Resolve the original question before pointing out any other problems that need attention. 11. Encourage students to use a debugger. It is common for students to not understand the importance of using a debugger to look at the values of their variables at different points in their program. When students use getting unexpected values, politely encourage them to use the debugger with our board command exclamation mark debug. 12. Watch for students that need to take a step back. It is common for students to focus too hard on a problem and not be able to clearly see everything. When this situation arises, politely encourage them to step back from the problem and take a break. Oftentimes, stepping away from a problem will help them see the bigger picture and how to solve it. 13. Watch for students that are in over their head. It is common for students to skip a lesson, project, or think they know more than they actually do. When this situation arises, politely encourage them to go back and reread a section of the curriculum for more understanding. 14. Admit when the problem goes beyond your current knowledge. It is common for the actual issue to go beyond the initial question. If it goes beyond your current knowledge, it is important to admit that you are unsure of the correct answer and let someone else help. After digging deeper into the problem, they might be able to continue troubleshooting on their own, or they can wait for someone more experienced to help. 15. Be patient. Helping others solve a problem is not always easy. Remember to be patient as they struggle through the problem. 16. Duck out the conversation if you get frustrated. Sometimes there are misunderstandings and interactions go poorly. You are a volunteer and are not obligated to help when things get out of hand. Politely duck out of the conversation and let someone else step up. Assignment. First, create a free GitHub account. As you will discover, GitHub is an integral part of the development workflow. So I have already made my GitHub account, so I'm gonna skip it. Now sign into a Discord server, open and say hello. We have created an introductions room, which is a great place to introduce yourself, and we are always able to welcome our new community members. We have chat rooms for everyone. every development topic covered in our curriculum. Log into the chat room and start exploring. So I already have joined their Discord server, but I'll open it anyway. Where is Discord? It's here. Let me zoom. Okay, open in, I guess it was in learning container. Huh. Open in learning container. Okay, I have opened the same thing in both of my containers. So whichever opens first, I'll go with this one. So it's okay. Yeah, it is in learning container. Third, link your GitHub to our Discord profile. Go to Discord settings connection and click the GitHub account in the new tab that opens. Click allow access. Then back in Discord, make sure display on profile is toggled on. This will allow others to see that you are working on and vice versa. So I've already done that. So let's go to Discord first. Okay, still loading. Let's get back here. Third, here are some guidelines before you drive in. Read the rules and FAQs. Please take the time to read and understand our rules and FAQ. On the left sidebar in Discord, navigate to top meta rules and FAQ. Remember the human. Behind every username there is a person with feelings. Be kind. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. If you wouldn't say it out loud, don't type it. Plain and simple. Ping username with a purpose. Only tag another user when it is necessary. Include your question or comment in the message. Wait until they reply before pinning again. Don't bomb chats. Don't send multiple messages in a row. Type out your whole message, then push send. Don't exclude anyone. These are public chats. If someone joins in on a conversation, include them. Don't disappear right after asking for help on code. If you are posting a question, make sure you have time to stick around and discuss it with those trying to help. So, and there are additional resources. Okay, so let me open my Discord. So this is my Discord and this is Odin projects community. So you can see there are many channels within the community. Okay, so this is it. I've also already linked my GitHub to my Discord. So see, let me go to my profile. So I've so I have completed this. So like mark it as completed and let's get back to our course and ta-da! We have completed the introduction section of their foundations course. So that's all for today. Bye bye, take care, see you in another video.